Take a minute to bask in the glory of
Oh.
all of the art of Dr. Dude. So first off, what is he a doctor of? Does that say that anywhere?
He's a doctor of love, it looks like. Look how cool he is. He's excellent.
I mean, I want those glasses for sure.
He's a doctor of excellence. And
it, you know,
shoulder pads.
Well, and here's the thing about the shoulder pads aren't totally what I want. I do want that for sure. I've always wanted a jacket with shoulder pads. But if you look at the nurse with the bulging boobies, if you look at her face, it looks like it's a doll. Like it's just like he took this picture. He's like, all right, guys, take a picture of me with this doll. And then he's going to make it look like he has a girlfriend, but he doesn't. So he's not Dr. Cool. He's Dr. Dork. I just solved the problem. Not problem. I just figured out the entire story of Dr. Dude.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
Yeah, he's a doctor.
There's going to be some
with
really
that
cool
voice.
features that Visual Pinball 10.8 does have. One of them is the POV feature. You can already tell on this, even from you guys watching, that the POV looks a little bit closer to like real pinball. The physics are better. There's a lot of other things. Also, if I want to change the camera view of this, before I had to back completely out of everything. Launch the game, and you have to tell it, no, I want to launch it just so I can adjust the POV, like where it's at, right? I can just do that right now by just hitting a button. So like, there's a couple, but it's in beta, so like some tables require it, but it's not good just to say, oh no, I'm going to use this for every table, right? Because there could be issues with some really old tables that haven't been updated. Dr. Dude is a low scoring table, so that 2 million whatever seems like a lot now. Getting up there, got up there. I'm getting up there. Getting close. Dr. Dude. Where's music? I need him to Photoshop Daniel Fratelli on top of Dr. Dude. I wonder if there's like a hard-nosed like cop in Estes Park that's like, we're gonna solve this crime of who put the cones out. I won't retire. He was like 1 day away from retirement.
I've got to crack this case.
Is that better?
Just shy.
All right, your turn.
Just shy. All right, I'm going to Dr. Dude Medical School.
Anybody ever been to Dr. Dude's medical school? It would be one of those like late night infomercials. Yeah, it's like, do you ever wanted to be a doctor but you're stupid? But you got money, but not enough to go to a real doctor school? Well, come to Dr. Dude's Dr. Dude School. It's totally the most tubular way. You can do such medical things as drawing blood. Like all the stuff that you don't need a fucking medical degree for.
It's like Ron Popeil.
Yeah.
Medical school. Remember that guy?
Answering phones.
The pocket fisherman.
Filling prescriptions written by other doctors. Groping. You can do that. You don't need to be a doctor for that.
Not excellent.
You gotta put that in though.
What was it?
500. I'm not in charge of remembering your score. 588,000. Yeah. All right, gotta get to that 3 million is my goal. Oh wow! Because there's no ball save on these either. On some of these older tables. Look at my score. Mine's just drained down the middle every single time.
It says I am way cool.
This better be the best third ball anybody's ever had in pinball since the history of pinball. Got more than you did, so like I feel good in my shit talking. That's what's my thing. I was like, I gotta pay enough attention.
You're like, God, just don't let me get less than Kim did.
All right, you're up. You guys tuning in for some pinball wizardry? Speaking of that, the game Wizardry just released a remake. I don't know. I do know the game. I've never played the game, but it's apparently very influential for a lot of games like that BioWare's made, games like Baldur's Gate, even JRPGs. But I'm still playing Starfield, so. When I got the time, I got Starfield. I need to get Baldur's Gate 3. Got Mortal Kombat. Early characters that I'm interested in. Van Damme's. So Van Damme has. Do you know the story about Mortal Kombat and Jean-Claude Van Damme?
I've heard that he was supposed to be in one of the.
Well, originally Ed Boon and John Tobias, when they were just college kids, wanted to make a fighting game that was basically Jean-Claude Van Damme, the fighting game. But they couldn't obviously get the rights to that, and Johnny Cage was modeled after. And they've tried over the years to get Van Damme to play Johnny Cage, and it just hasn't worked out for whatever reason. So if you pre-ordered and you got the premium edition, they have a Johnny Cage skin, which is 80s Van Damme. I'm talking about Bloodsport Van Damme with Van Damme's voice. So he's finally, after all these years, full circle. Ed Boon came out at Gamescom and was just like, he was like a kid. He's like, I've been wanting this originally when we started Mortal Kombat. This is what we wanted. So it's really fun. So Johnny Cage then there, but Melina, Smoke, and Lei Mei are just from practice in a couple quick matches. So I'll see if they'll stay true.
Nice.
You got a higher score.
I did. I'm moving up in the world.
All right. Last turn on this for us. Those aren't firing the way that they should. That was doing that earlier, so I'm not a fan. There, it's See, that's what I'm talking about. Then that's something else is doing something else. I don't have time to maintain something that hasn't been used. If this was being used every day, all day, I would completely, totally understand the having to constantly maintain. But the fact that it's every other, it hasn't even been a couple weeks since it's been used. How does something just stop working? Microsoft, that's why. Microsoft sucks.
Hey, how you doing?
They just suck differently than Apple. They both suck. It's just what kind of sucker do you want sucking, right? That's the biggest question. And sometimes you're the sucker. Is he laughing because I'm doing good or I'm not doing what I'm supposed to? Because it sounds more like that. I can't get any ramps.
You're a wimp. He said you're a wimp. That's a bully.
It's the 80s. It was okay.
It's true.
But I still say either the lowest one is just you're a plain dude. No matter what, there is no life in that nurse's eyes. Look at even right here. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
It is creeping me out.
She's coked out.
She is not. That's not a real person. That is not a real person. Dr. Dude is a real person to me, but not her.
She's full of silicone.
See how it just stops those ones. I don't know why.
Oh.
Really bad, Dre. You know, there's probably a darker story that she's drugged.
Well, what's the whole thing? Like, he was like a geek and then he turns into Dr. Dude. There's something. Top left there, like, it shows.
He's got a funky dude stethoscope. He's trying to put something down her throat, which is inappropriate. And maybe that's why she's looking that way, as she's drugged. There's a whole creepy backstory.
There's something going on.
We just canceled Dr. Dude after all these years.
Yeah.
I always thought I would be the one canceled, not doing the
canceling.
canceling.
If you read all the stuff that's going on in here,
there is. People on the internet already are right now.
We need the backstory. Somebody tell us the backstory of Dr. Dude.
Like, do you think that there was a whole comic book, too, that came out to coincide with this?
Everything in the 80s had, like, a side comic book. Cereal boxes had side comic books in the 80s.
I needed to know Captain Crunch's story.
Right. There was a comic book to everything.
Can anybody name, when's the last time that a group of people got together and decided that they were going to make a new cereal mascot?
Ooh, that's a good question. What is the last cereal mascot? A good one that came out, like.
Because I look at the aisle of cereal very closely.
And it's all like just health stuff.
No, I mean I still get you can still get, you know.
Right, but I mean the new stuff that's come out doesn't have like cool characters.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, because they're now being like that was not good for children to be eating. But still, adults can buy it for themselves. They can still exist.
Right.
I mean, we still got beef sticks. Those things never were. Nobody even tried to tell you it was good for you.
No.
You just snapped into a Slim Jim and you were good.
Macho Man,
yeah, that's all you needed.
I just want to be a party dude. Just let me get to party dude level.
Got a little bit closer, one step closer to the race cade.
Oh, I did a whole lot better this time. I broke